Ready to meet one of the biggest rising stars in girls flag football? This week on The Real Deal, where real estate meets real life, we are joined by Lacey Nemchik, one of Arizona's top high school quarterbacks and one of the faces of the fastest growing girls sport in America. We talk about her journey, the explosion of girls flag football, college recruiting, and what it means to be a part of a sport that's now headed to the Olympics in 2028. Trust me, you're going to want to catch this episode.
Welcome to episode 115 of The Real Deal. I'm your host, Janine Igliane, with my co-host, Ryan Hatcher.
What's up, guys?
And today's guest is our second youngest guest, and I have to read a little bit about her. So Lacey Nemchik is one of Arizona's top rising flag football athletes and a standout receiver for Highland High School in Gilbert. She's a member of the class of 2028. She's known for her speed, her reliable hands, route running, how do you say that? Route running,
yeah.
And ability to make big plays. Lacie ranks among Arizona's career leaders in receiving yards and continues to establish herself as one of the state's premier young flag football talents while helping grow one of the nation's fastest rising sports. Welcome to the podcast.
I'm actually super stoked about this episode. So, because Lacey and I go way back.
Yes.
So her brother, Brody,
Yep.
was on my son Gavin's basketball team, and I used to coach it, or as an assistant coach. So it was so funny thinking about that, because that was several years ago.
Yeah, I was just on the sideline.
But you would also go shoot during the halftime and stuff and beat up on the boys.
Yes, I remember that.
Which is fun.
Well, Lacey, will you tell us a little bit about yourself? I gave kind of the flag football related intro, but tell us about you.
Yes, I have one brother, as you mentioned. He's 14, so we can get into that later, but he's kind of part of the reason I started flag football, just playing with boys. So that was fun, and my supportive parents, and we're originally from New Mexico. We moved here in 2014, and then it's been a great opportunity, and seeing the flag game grow is really awesome.
Yeah.
And to be a part of it and to be a trailblazer is even cooler.
That is so cool, because you really are a trailblazer. So talk to us a little bit about, you said you kind of started playing because of your brother.
Yes.
And got into it, but what really ignited that spark of I think I really want to go all in on this?
Yes, he always likes me mentioning him as part of the reason I started. But
What's up, bro?
I was 10 years old when I started, and we even looked at a video the other day, and it's crazy. I'm so little, but I was 10. We were just playing with the rec league. We did UIFL rec league eventually. I was on the same team as him because girls could play down. It was just for fun, a couple few years, and then eventually I joined the all-girls club team. That was probably middle school, and then I found out it'd be a high school sport. That was the next goal, and now see how far it takes me.
So you play basketball too, and she's pretty dang good at basketball. But when did you realize, okay, hey, football, I've got a really cool opportunity?
Probably about a year or two ago. Probably more like a year ago. I would always go back and forth. You probably know. It was whatever the high was.
Whatever season it was, right?
Yeah, whatever I last did. So I really buckled down on football probably when all the opportunities started growing, and knowing I was one of the top girls quarterbacks with mechanically and everything. And then I don't know, just the opportunities it can bring you. And then my passion for football has always been there. We're a big NFL family. We watch it every Sunday and even Saturdays for college. So just football has always been a part of my life, and to be able to play it is really fun.
Well, I want to talk about the growth of the sport in a second, but I feel like it's important for people to know how good you are. So is it true that you had 3,000 plus passing yards in a season with 36 touchdowns?
Yes.
That's insane. That's insane.
Yes.
So yeah, I remember running into you at a basketball game a couple of years ago, and I was asking about football and basketball, and you were kind of trying to decide.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember this, but you're a good basketball player, but you are a phenomenal football player. And just watching how you move and how you throw the ball, it's pretty impressive. So coupling that with the fact that the sport is exploding,
yes,
I felt like then you had such a cool opportunity with football.
Right. Yeah, it's grown so much.
And you've had some pretty big offers, right?
Yes.
Tell us about those.
My first offer was from a NAI school in Kentucky, and then a few more came, and then I had been in contact with the University of Nebraska coach when she was at an NAI school in Kansas, I believe. So we were just building that relationship, and then she moved to Nebraska, and then because of that, they couldn't officially talk to me till like June 15th. She texted me that morning, and we set up a phone call. It was me and my parents on a Zoom call with both sisters, or twin sisters, and they offered me a scholarship to play at University of Nebraska.
That's crazy.
I know.
But you haven't accepted anything, right? No. So you're still kind of exploring your options.
Because you still have your junior season, right?
Yes, still have 2 years, keeping an open mind. And like the flag football as a sport has grown so much in the last 6 months. Give it another 6 months to a year, hopefully even more D1 Power 4 schools have it.
So let's talk about that for a second. So I've got some stats here that's pretty cool. Girls flag football is the fastest growing sport in America, with 68,000 plus athletes, which is a 60% increase in just 1 year. So what do you think is causing that growth?
There's so many people and different organizations and companies even that are helping that. A few off the top of my head are like NFL. They're doing very good promoting that. There's NFL flag tournaments and camps you can go to that are really big. USA.
Yeah, you just went to one, didn't you, recently?
No.
Or you were doing something with Cardinals, right? Or no?
Coming up. There's the All-Star thing coming up, yes.
That's cool.
But, and then Under Armour does a lot for flag football. Again, like camps and tournaments, Oakley does stuff. So just the bigger companies and brands that help represent it. And then there's a lot of top athletes too that just can help get the sport out there.
Well, according to this, I mean, this year the NCAA has officially added women's flag football as an emerging sport, and at least 40 schools are planning to offer scholarships.
Yes.
With 60 schools coming.
Yes.
So that's insane.
Yes. A lot of the schools right now have like club teams, so they can't technically compete for like the NCAA championship, but that should be coming in 2028, I heard.
Okay. So when is the season?
It'll be in spring.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's fun because I see a lot of girls that were really good at soccer, right? Yeah. And they're going into that sport too. And so it's just like kind of a new place for girls to go.
Yes. More than half my high school team is softball players, basketball players, soccer, track and field athletes. So and then just once you learn the game of football, you pick it up once you commit to it.
For sure.
Well, see, I'd say that's a really fun thing too about it for dads.
Yeah.
Because for the longest time, dads have been the ones that, typically are the football fans, and they have boys that play football, but now the girls get to be a part.
Yes.
And understand the game at a different level. Has that been the case?
Yes, for sure.
What do you think it takes to be a solid football player?
I mean, the mental side of the game, which is it's a lot of sports, but especially football, there's so much, especially the quarterback position that goes into it, just with having to read the field pre-snap and then again post-snap and having to memorize, like if you're a receiver, you usually just memorize your route, where quarterbacks has to know everybody, you have to know everything about the defense, watch film on every defensive player. So definitely you have to be good at watching film, know the game of football. And then my quarterback trainers help with this a lot, but mechanics obviously help too.
Yeah, I was talking to my husband about this, and he was asking me, you need to ask her, like, how do you think it's different from the boys' version of football? Because there are differences, right? So what would you say?
I mean, the biggest difference is always like the contact thing, but and then a smaller field. But really, it is a contact sport. Like it's not supposed to be, but it gets really competitive and very aggressive sometimes. So
collisions take place.
Yeah, they do for sure. People on the ground.
You better wear your mouth guard, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Always.
And I know some wear helmets, the soft helmets, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I don't. Mostly receivers wear those, or if you're on defense, but. I mean, I think the mental side is still pretty similar, but biggest difference is probably just the contact part.
Yeah. Yeah. When you think about this, I love hearing you talk about like the training and the studying and all of that and the mental side of it, because all of that goes into being a great athlete in general, right? It's like putting in that time and effort. When you are out there and if someone's listening to this and thinking like, oh, I wonder, should I try it? Like, what would you say to them?
Definitely try it. I mean, it's growing so fast. And like I said before, you can pick it up pretty easily. And especially if you are disciplined and you're dedicated to it, you could definitely become one of the top players. But it really just takes discipline and practicing every day. But really, yeah, like I said, you can pick it up. And so many players I know didn't start or haven't played flag for even as long as I have. It's a newer thing that they just started in high school.
And if you're a good athlete, you should be able to pick it up, right?
Right.
So I'm curious, what do you do to prepare for that next level? What are some things that you're doing?
I mean, I continue to train with my quarterback trainer every day. That's one of the biggest things. Just becoming a better football player, but also he teaches a lot of the mental side and being also just a good leader, because that's something quarterback definitely needs to be good at. You're commanding everyone on the field, so that's also something I'd say I'm working on.
So what about like lifting and sprints and those types of agility type things? What do you
Yes, I work out. My high school head coach is really good at that stuff. He has a really good weight program that we've been doing all summer, twice a week, lifting, maxing out, all those things. So it's definitely a lot of weightlifting, and then we do a lot of conditioning as well. And then outside of practices, it's also I'm working out with a gym I go to and speed coaches, all of the above.
Yeah.
So you're all in on this.
Yes.
Yeah. How far? I mean, what does it look like in a year from now? Like, what are some of your goals?
I'm hoping to have a big junior year, of course, and see how many more schools get the sport, because then I can start looking at where I want to go. But a year from now, entering my senior year, which is crazy, so I have to have a little bit more of a plan. But I think football-wise, continue to play both years in high school, possibly do Olympic junior stuff next summer, and then play in college one day.
So we were talking before we got on camera. One of the big contributors to the sport's growth is that it's now an Olympic sport.
Yes.
As of 2028, the LA Olympics. So is that in your sights?
Yes, I would say so.
That's pretty cool. Can you imagine? I mean, did you ever think that you would be playing a sport where you could be an Olympic athlete?
No, it's still surreal. I mean, even like the college thing, I've always dreamed of going to like a big school and to play a sport is even crazier. The Olympics, like you said, watching them and you see all these athletes who've won gold medals before, and knowing that I could possibly do that is really cool.
What do you think has helped contribute to your success in this sport?
Just I would say just my qualities outside of sport. Outside of the sport, I'm very humble, which I think helps me on the leadership side too, and just being someone that my teammates can always come to, and just being very hardworking. Just because I, like you said, always something.
Yeah.
Sports are all I do, basically. Football or basketball or the extra trainings outside of school.
Thank you for watching the episode. You know, our podcast is called The Real Deal, where real estate meets real life. And I love sharing these real life stories, but we are also in the real estate business. And so if you have any real estate needs, maybe you're thinking about buying or selling or wanting to invest in real estate, we would love to help you. It's interesting because at your age, this is where a lot of girls that have played sports their whole lives honestly stop, because they start driving, they start getting interested in boys. And so it's like this whole other world, and they just leave sports behind. Why do you think you're deciding not to do that?
I don't know. It's just something my parents have probably just instilled in me, just staying focused on school, and that's something I definitely focus in. I want good grades, and that'll be something that helps me get more scholarships and get accepted to those colleges. So I think just my focus and discipline on school and sports, and if I'm not doing one of those two things, I'm with my family or maybe my friends, but my friends are my football teammates, basketball teammates, and we hang out in practice usually. So
That's awesome, Lacie. Like, I am just hearing and seeing like such determination in you. You clearly know what you want and you're like, I'm going to go make that happen. And just staying focused and having that clarity is so huge. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
I have a unique question. Who's faster, you or your brother?
Me.
Are you? Are you really?
I think so. We haven't raced in forever.
What about you and your dad?
Definitely me. I feel like me and Birdie would be closer.
Really? That's awesome. So, okay, I want you to fast forward 10 years from now, okay? So I want you to imagine girls flag football being as popular as basketball and softball are today. Where do you think, where do you want a young girl to look back at you and see what you did in the sport?
I would say, like, take the football out of it again. Like, it doesn't just take having a good arm, being able to throw far. Like, those are just stats and numbers you can put up. But if someone looked back on me, just the person I was is what I want to be remembered by.
Be a good friend.
Yes.
Good person.
Yes.
That's awesome, Lacie. What didn't we ask you that we should have asked you?
I'm not sure. We talked about Olympics and the NFL side. I mean, they might have like a pro football league one day. So
that's crazy.
I'm not sure where I stand in that yet because I've always said I want to go to college and get a job. But now that that's an option,
You met some famous people already, right?
yes.
Have you met any of your heroes, sports heroes?
I mean, I did. That's another thing we can talk about. It was like the Manning Passing Academy I went to, where I saw Peyton and Eli and all the Mannings, the Archie and Arch and Cooper. That was really cool because being a Bronco fan, Peyton Manning is someone I've always watched. So, and then getting to meet all the college guys who also help with the camp is really cool.
That is cool.
It's cool to learn from people who have gone through all of it: high school, college, university. All of that.
She has such a good head on her shoulders because a lot of, like, when you're doing great, sometimes you can have a tendency to get puffed up or whatever, but you are, to your point, like you said, humble, and I totally see that. And I think that, but then just like that determination is going to help you to like go super far. And I feel like we're going to be able to look back and be like, we knew her. We had an interview with her one day, and that'll be so fun.
Yes. Honestly, after getting the big offers, you just want to work even harder and continue to prove yourself. You don't want to just get it and go down. And everyone goes, So it's just keep training and see where it goes.
Good for you.
Yeah, your parents have to be so proud. You should be so proud of yourself.
Yes, I am. It's shout out to my parents for sure. Yes. I would not be here without them. They support me to the max and take care of everything.
Well, it's so cool because Arizona is one of the leading states for girls flag football, and you're one of the best players in the state. And so you have a cool opportunity to kind of pave the way for this sport as it grows so fast and it's so early in its existence at the high school level, the college level. So I'm excited for you. And I think you're having an opportunity to mentor a lot of younger kids too, because they're going to be watching you and thinking, hey, I want to do what she did.
Yes. Yeah, what's the saying? Like, with much responsibility, or what is that? Privilege comes responsibility, something like that. But basically, like, you have a platform, and
to whomsoever much is given, much shall be required.
Thank you.
Yes.
So to take that, understanding that, which again, it sounds like you already do, and to take it and hold it with such honor and respect, and just to do well, to be a good representation, it could really help this sport grow to levels that we don't even know. So, and you could be part of that, like, pioneers. So that's really cool. Yes, I never would have guessed flag football is what I'd be doing all these special things for. I love it. Awesome. Well, we love to end with a little speed round, rapid fire questions. Are you up for that? Yes. Okay. What's your favorite color? Red. Ooh, favorite drink? Sweet tea. Oh. Yes. What about your favorite food? Can I say steak? Okay. Steak. Or tacos. Good. Gotta love the tacos. What about, do you have a favorite book? I do not. Okay. I do not. I honestly, I'm not the biggest reader, if I'm being honest, but some of the books I do like are sports related or the mental side of the game. Yes.
But no, I don't have a favorite.
That's awesome. What about a favorite sound?
Can I say music?
Okay.
I like listening to music.
What's your favorite
especially
song?
in my car. I don't know.
Like what gets you really pumped?
Yeah, what's a pregame song?
Yeah.
Pregame song, I have a whole remix. There's country, there's some hip hop, there's some like Christian, some just pop, but I'll let you know.
That's awesome.
This next season, I'll have to find a pump up song.
Okay. All right, last question. What do you want to be known for?
Known for? I've never gotten this question. I want to be known for, it's kind of going back to before, but I mean, being a great football player would be great, and being a great person, great teammate. And like you said, with the younger girls looking up to me, I've always loved kids, so being someone they can look up to. And I also do work hard in school. It's not all about sports as much as I love it, and you know, I wish it could be, but the school side is very important too.
Yeah. That's awesome, Lacie. Thank you for sharing that. If someone wants to follow your journey, where can they find you?
On Instagram, just at Lacey Nemchick. Just my name.
Awesome.
Nemchick, right?
Yes.
Well, we are rooting for you. You're going to do great things. Thanks for sharing with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to the Real Deal podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe, and you can follow us on social media at the Home Selling Team AZ.